Hey, I almost didn't see you there. Just kidding. The actual point of the joke was that I mounted up a tripod and I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna act like I'm talking to a person when in reality I'm just talking to the camera that I'm recording on. So, something came to my attention recently. Um, Apparently not everyone hates these videos, which is a surprise to say the least, because that was kind of the intention of these videos, to be not exactly liked. So out of popular demand, I decided to resurrect the series. Today, we're going to be making the Lonely Ruben. The Lonely Ruben has a lot of qualities to it. It's very helpful, and I would consider it to be a comfort food. The Lonely Ruben is quite nice to have if, as the name would imply, you're lonely. Alright, so your ingredients are going to be pretty straightforward. So, the first step to completing any Lonely Ruben is the bread. Now, Rubens typically use rye bread or pumpernickel bread. And unfortunately, I don't have either of those. So I found this half of a bagel in a dumpster back in the alley. So I'm gonna be using this. So it's pretty straightforward. The instructions are pretty simple. All you really need to do is place the bagel in your toaster, and then put your toaster to the right cooking temperature for a bagel, and then put it down. And now comes the hard part: waiting. While we're waiting, let's prepare the meat. While we're waiting, let's prepare the meat. As I let that pan heat up, I think it's a good time to make the sauce that'll go on here. Alright, so first you're going to want to open up your silk oat creamer. And you just pour a little bit into a little bowl. Then you take your garlic powder, you open that up, you add a little bit of that. Then you take your paprika, you open that up, Sorry, I'm really white. That's really strong for me. You just want to put a little bit of that in there. If I put too much, I'll probably die. Well, I don't think I'm going to live after this one. Anyways, you want to take your cayenne pepper and sprinkle a little bit of that in there. And then you want to take your oregano leaves, put a little bit of that in there for texture. And now you open up your ham and take out the 2 or so slices left. It's now my firm belief that the pan is hot enough. So now you want to take your 2 slices of ham and just throw them on there. You know, as I let this cook, I think about the overarching sense of dread that I constantly feel. That people just view me as a necessity and not really a person. So now you want to turn it consistently to make sure it doesn't burn. Well, it appears our bagel is done. Let's go take a look. Oh. So now that our bagel is done, all we need to do is add the sauce to the meat, and then we will have a completed sandwich. Just want to make sure that the meat gets all over in the sauce. And most people would use a Thousand Island dressing for this, but I don't think a Thousand Islands can really fit into this pan. So I'm just using this. You want to take your bagel and your meat, scoop up your meat, and then put it on your bagel. And now it's completed. All right, now time for my favorite part. The taste test. So just pick up your sandwich and take a bite. Overall, not as bad as the monster ramen.